Today we are going to be going through a 1 hour gentle flow focused on our moon phase this evening, the last quarter moon phase. So we're at the end stretch here. So we're going to start with some journal questions and then move into our practice. So let's go ahead and start by just softly closing our eyes, arriving here at our practice today, and taking a really nice inhale in through the belly, filling it with breath, holding it for a moment, and softly releasing and letting go as you continue to arrive here at today's practice. Taking another inhale, filling that belly with breath, and exhaling, releasing, letting go, surrendering to today's practice. Inhaling, filling that belly with breath, reminding ourselves that we are safe. And exhaling, releasing any sort of limiting thoughts within the mind or body. Taking another inhale in through the nose, filling that belly with breath. And exhaling, releasing, letting go, allowing our shoulders to hang heavy, releasing the jaw. Inhaling once again in through the nose, filling the belly with breath. And this time as we exhale, we're going to exhale out through the mouth to cleanse. Go ahead and exhale. Taking another inhale in through the nose, filling the belly with breath. And cleansing once again out through the mouth. Taking another inhale in through the nose, filling that belly with breath. And this time as you exhale, exhaling out through the nose, releasing and letting go. Continuing to follow your breath. I'm going to go through our intentions for today's practice. Continuing to inhale, filling that belly with breath. And with every exhale, continuing to surrender and release, knowing that you are safe and you are present here within this moment. The intention of today's practice is to dive into the third quarter of the moon phase. This is the last quarter. At this point, your intentions have been received and you are filled with what you have learned. Now it is your time to go out and shine your light on the universe. It is a time to give back. It is a time to surrender. And it is a time to fill yourself with gratitude. Reflecting on any habits, energies, thoughts, feelings, or blockages that have arisen within the past month throughout this moon phase. Allowing yourself to begin to self-assess, take on a higher perspective, shed negativity, forgive others, and forgive yourself. Taking another inhale in through the nose, filling the belly with breath. Taking all of that in through our heart. And as we exhale, softly releasing and surrendering. Go ahead and softly flutter your eyes open. We're going to go ahead and jump into our journal questions here. I'm gonna give you a brief moment to grab your journal if you don't already have it. And our journal questions for today go off of some questions, some thought-provoking questions that go around this last quarter and what I kind of went over for our intentions for today. So my first question for you, and it's okay if you haven't set any sort of intentions for this moon phase, just allow yourself to reflect on the past month that we've been going through this cycle. So our first question is, what is something that you have learned about yourself during this moon phase? What is something that you have learned about yourself during this moon phase? And if you haven't been following with this moon cycle, no worries. Again, just reflecting on the past month. What's something that you've learned about yourself? Something that maybe you've noticed, been brought to your attention. Really coming at this question with a lot of self-compassion, knowing that it's okay if they're good or bad things that we've learned, knowing that they're all lessons and they're all stepping stones. Giving yourself about 2 minutes to answer this question. Again, what is something that you've learned about yourself during this moon cycle? Giving yourself one more moment here. What is something that you've learned about yourself during this moon cycle? And then go ahead and gently take a really nice inhale, breathing in this question. And as you exhale, gently releasing and letting go. And our next question is, what are you holding on to that has prevented you from being able to move forward? What are you holding on to that has prevented you from being able to move forward? Maybe that's something that you've noticed within this moon cycle or within this past month. There's been something weighing heavy on your heart, on your shoulders, that's just been limiting you from being able to move forward. Another way I like to look at this question is, what could you remove from your garden to make space for something new? What could you remove from your garden to make space for something new to grow? And making sure that we're answering this question with lots of self-compassion and love, knowing that it's okay that we're not perfect. We are perfectly imperfect. Giving ourselves some space. Remember, what could we remove from our garden to make space for something new to grow? Giving you one more moment here to write down your last thought. And once again, taking a really nice inhale in through the nose, filling the belly with air. And as we exhale, surrendering and letting go. And my last question for you guys this evening is, what is something that you've been thankful for in this moon cycle? What is something that you've been thankful for in this moon cycle or within this past month? What's generated some gratitude for you? Giving yourself some space here to think about that, write about that. That could be a person, place, a moment, a thing. Whatever it may be, just giving yourself a moment here to ponder and write. And giving yourself one more moment here to write about what it is that you are thankful for within this last moon cycle or within this past month. What's brought a little bit of joy, a little bit of light into your life. And then taking another inhale in through the nose, filling the belly with breath, and exhaling, releasing, and letting go. Wonderful. Go ahead and gently gently place your journals to the side here. And again, coming back to our nice, easy seated position. Softly closing those eyes. And inhaling in through the nose, taking all the goodness that came from those questions. And as you exhale, gently releasing anything that you felt has been limiting you in your body or your mind, and just simply surrendering it. Does not serve you. Go ahead and softly open your eyes. We start by inhaling the arms up overhead. Bring our left hand down to the side of us. And as we exhale, gently bending on over to the left side of the room. If this is where you are, that's perfectly fine. If you want to come all the way down onto your forearm, that's perfect as well. So again, just honoring your body and where you're at. allowing yourself to breathe length through the left or the right side of your body here. Taking one last inhale and exhale here. And on your next inhale, gently rising on up, coming back to our neutral spine, taking another inhale and exhale here. Once again, inhaling our arms up overhead, bringing our right arm out to the side of us. And as we exhale, gently bending on over to the right side of the room. Again, bending as much as feels good for you, honoring your body and exactly where you are. There's no competition. Every inhale, really lengthening through the left side of your body. Continuing to inhale and exhale, following our breath. And on our next inhale, go ahead and gently come all the way on up, coming to our neutral spine, taking another inhale and exhale here. And before we move into today's practice, I always like to do this little breathing exercise. So go ahead and bring your hands up onto your shoulders. And you may notice as you place them here that your shoulders might be a little high. Totally okay. Go ahead and gently inhale. You may feel your shoulders rise a little bit more as you do so. And as you exhale, gently allowing your shoulders to fall. Inhaling again. Maybe your shoulders rise a little bit. And as you exhale, gently allowing them to fall even more. Go ahead and gently release the arms. Taking another inhale and exhale here. Wonderful. We're going to go ahead and come into a tabletop position. So coming onto your hands and knees. Now, if you have those sensitive knees, that's totally fine. Even if you don't, it's always nice to have an extra cushion. Bringing that blanket or towel, pillow underneath those knees. Coming into our tabletop here, wrists underneath our shoulders, knees under our hips. We're going to come into a cat and cow here. So go ahead and inhale, pulling the belly down, shoulder blades together, crown of the head up. And as you exhale, arching the back, releasing the head to gravity. Inhale, crown of the head up, shoulder blades together, bringing the belly down. Exhale, rounding the back, releasing that head to gravity. And go ahead and do 3 more at your own pace. Following your breath, every inhale and every exhale. And after your last exhale, go ahead and inhale, coming to a neutral spine. Taking a nice inhale and exhale here. And on our next inhale, we're going to go ahead and gently shift our weight into our left hand, bringing our right hand up into the sky. And as we exhale, gently threading the right arm underneath the left, coming into thread the needle, softly placing the head down onto the ground. Really breathing into this gentle twist here in the spine. With every inhale, filling ourselves with gratitude and appreciation as this moon cycle comes to an end. And with every exhale, continuing to surrender and release anything that we've still been holding on to that no longer serves us. Taking one more inhale and exhale here. And on your next inhale, gently pressing into your left hand, bringing that right hand up into the sky, and exhaling, releasing that right hand back down onto the mat. Taking a nice inhale and exhale here at our neutral spine. On our next inhale, shifting our weight into our right hand, bringing our left hand up into the sky. And as we exhale, gently threading the left hand underneath the right, softly placing the head down onto the mat, coming into our thread the needle pose once again. Breathing into this gentle twist in our spine here. Again, with every inhale, filling ourselves with all the greatness and gratitude from this past month. And surrendering anything that no longer serves us. Letting go. And on your next inhale, go ahead and softly press into that right hand, bringing the left hand up into the sky, and exhaling, releasing it down onto the mat here. Wonderful job. Taking a nice inhale and exhale here. And next, we're going to come into a little side bend here. So on your next inhale, go ahead and bring your hands on over to the right side of the room as far as you can go, just creating a nice little bend here in the left side of the body. Continuing to breathe. And on your next inhale, go ahead and walk your hands back to a neutral spine, taking a nice inhale and exhale here. And on our next inhale, walking our hands onto the left side of the room. Again, allowing us to breathe through the right side of the body here. And then inhaling, walking our hands back, coming to a neutral spine. Taking another inhale and exhale here. And on our next inhale, we're going to come into a child's pose. Go ahead and inhale our big toes together, bringing our knees apart. If you need to, you can also bring your legs closer to, or your knees closer together, whatever feels good for you and your hips. And as we exhale, gently pressing on back, allowing the head to come onto the ground if that's accessible, or resting our head on our hands. Again, listening to our bodies and honoring them. Continuing to inhale all the gratitude and exhaling, surrendering, releasing. On your next inhale, go ahead and gently press on up. And as you exhale, bring the knees back underneath the hips and undo our big toes. With our next inhale, we're going to go ahead and curl our toes. And as we exhale, gently pressing our weight into our feet and pressing our hips back into the air, coming into our downward facing dog. Sometimes this can be a little sensitive on the wrists, so you're welcome to come down onto your forearms. Or my favorite trick is just really spreading out my fingers and using my fingertips to help support the wrists here. Gently bending the right and left knee, walking that dog out. And on your next exhale, go ahead and gently release those knees back down onto the mat. Inhale, uncurl the toes. We're going to come back into our child's pose here. So go ahead and inhale the big toes together, bringing the knees apart. And as we exhale, press it on back. Again, releasing the head down to the mat or onto our hands, whatever feels good for us. Honoring that and appreciating that. Continuing to inhale, filling with gratitude. With every exhale, continuing to surrender and releasing what no longer serves us. Continuing to fill that belly with air, allowing it to rise, and exhaling, allowing it to fall. And on your next inhale, go ahead and gently rise on up. And as you exhale, bring those knees back underneath the hips and undoing your big toes. Gently inhaling, curling the toes. And as you exhale, pressing into your toes and pushing those hips back up into the air, coming into our downward facing dog. Again, using those fingertips, bending those knees, really walking out that dog here. And on your next inhale, we're going to go ahead and gently walk our hands up, coming into a dangling pose here, bending those knees as much as you need. There's no need to be perfect with straight legs here. Again, wanting to honor our bodies, releasing our head and our neck to gravity, our jaw, simply allowing ourselves to release and let go. Continuing to inhale and exhale. And on our next inhale, we're going to go ahead and gently and very slowly rise all the way up, coming to a standing position. Bringing those hands up overhead. And then exhaling, releasing those hands down to the sides of us. Now, if you're at the back of your mat, go ahead and come up to your front here. We're going to come into our sun salutations, which are a yoga warm-up. So go ahead and gently inhale, bringing your hands up overhead. And as you exhale, gently folding all the way forward, releasing the head and the neck. Softly inhaling, coming to a flat back, using your hands on your shins to support yourself. And then exhaling, releasing and folding forward once more. Inhaling, coming all the way up, very, very slowly, bringing those hands up overhead. And exhaling, releasing them down to the sides of you. Awesome job. So again, we're going to go through that one more time here. Inhaling, the arms up overhead. Exhaling, folding all the way forward. Surrendering to the ground, bending our knees as much as we need to really allow the head and the neck to surrender. Inhaling, coming on up to the flat back, using our hands on our shins to support ourselves. And then exhaling, releasing and letting go once again. Inhaling, rising all the way up very slowly, bringing those hands up overhead. And exhaling, releasing our hands down to the sides of us. Awesome. We're going to go into another sun salutation that's a little bit different, but similar. You guys are doing great. Go ahead and gently inhale the arms up overhead. Exhaling, folding all the way forward. Again, really making sure that we're bending our knees as much as we need. Releasing the head and the neck. Inhaling, coming to a flat back, hands on shins to support ourselves. And this time as we exhale, we're going to gently release and then place our hands down to the mat, stepping back, coming into a plank position. You're welcome to place your knees down onto the mat if the plank is a little hard, no worries. And then gently allowing yourself to come all the way down onto the mat. Taking a nice inhale and exhale here. And on our next inhale, we're gonna go ahead and gently come on up to a mini cobra, pressing through the hands, and exhaling, releasing. Go ahead and inhale, coming on up to a tabletop position, wrists underneath shoulders, knees under hips, taking a nice inhale and exhale here. Go ahead and inhale, curl those toes. And as we exhale, pressing into the toes and pressing the hips back, coming into our downward facing dog. Again, walking out that dog as much as you need. And on your next inhale, we're gonna go ahead and softly bring the right foot in between our hands, then the left foot, and bending those knees as much as you need to as we dangle. Inhale, coming on up to a flat back. Exhaling, folding forward. Then inhale, coming all the way up very slowly, bringing those hands up overhead. And exhaling, releasing them down to the sides of you. Wonderful job. We're going to go through that one more time. You guys are doing great. Inhaling, the arms up overhead. Exhaling, folding all the way forward, releasing the head, the jaw, the neck. Inhaling, coming on up to a flat back. And as we exhale and release, allowing our hands to plant onto the ground, stepping our left foot back, and then our right, coming into our plank pose, again, dropping those knees if that's what we need. And then softly releasing ourselves down onto the mat, taking a nice inhale and exhale here. On our next inhale, we're going to gently press on up, coming to another mini cobra. And exhaling, softly releasing, coming back flat on the mat, taking another inhale and exhale here. Wonderful job. Go ahead and inhale, coming on up to a tabletop, taking another inhale and exhale here. Inhale, curl those toes. And as you exhale, pressing our weight into our feet and pushing back our hips, coming into our downward facing dog. Again, walking out that dog as much as you need. And on your next inhale, we're going to go ahead and bring our left foot forward, then our right. Again, bending forward here. Inhaling, coming on up to a flat back. Exhaling, folding forward. Then inhaling, coming all the way up, bringing those hands up overhead. And exhaling, releasing those hands down to the side of us. Awesome job. You guys are doing great. I'm going to go ahead and come into our main flow for today. So go ahead and come down softly into a nice seated position, making sure that you have your blanket nearby. We're going to be needing it. So we're going to go ahead and start in a Tadasana or staff pose. So allowing ourselves to set up nice and straight, shoulders back, legs out in front of us. Just taking a nice inhale and exhale here. On your next inhale, go ahead and gently bend your right knee. And then we're going to allow ourselves to make a figure 4 here. So allowing the right ankle to be a little bit above the left knee here, creating a really nice figure 4. Now we're going to come up into cradle pose. If this is where you are today, please honor that. That is awesome. I'm proud of you. If you'd like to go ahead and join me, go ahead and gently inhale, bringing the leg up to the chest, wrapping your arms around the leg, cradling it like a baby. And if you're here, or even all the way down, again, honoring that and appreciating that. And rock it here a little bit. Taking another inhale in through the nose. You decided to cradle the leg today, gently exhaling, releasing that leg back down into the figure four. Taking another inhale here and releasing the right leg out forward. Taking another inhale and exhale here at our Tadasana staff pose. On our next inhale, we're gently going to sweep the legs to the sides of us, coming up into our tabletop pose. Again, using that blanket, towel, whatever you have to support your knees. Taking a nice inhale and exhale here. And on our next inhale, we're going to go ahead and do 3 fire hydrants here. So go ahead and inhale, shifting your weight into your left knee, bringing the right knee up into the sky, and exhaling, releasing it back down onto the mat. Inhaling, shifting your weight into the left knee, bringing that right knee up into the sky, releasing and letting go. Once more, you're doing great. Inhaling, shifting your weight into that left knee, bringing that right knee up into the sky. Exhaling, releasing it down to the side of us here. Awesome job. Gonna move my binder real quick. Okay, next we're gonna come into gate pose here. So how I like to best come into this pose is gently inhaling, coming all the way up into a kneeling position. And then softly shifting my weight into my left knee, extending my right leg out to the side of me, making sure that I have a really strong foundation in my left leg here. Turn to my side a little bit so you guys can see better. Making sure that my left knee is right underneath my left hip and allowing this right foot to point up forward, coming directly out from my right hip. Now, if this is too much for you on your knee, you're welcome to come up and do this standing. It's perfectly fine. And on your next inhale, gently bringing your arms up overhead. And then we're going to go ahead and exhale, bending on over the right leg here, using the right arm to support yourself a little bit. Continuing to inhale in through the nose. And exhaling, gently releasing. On your next inhale, go ahead and gently rise on up. Great job. We're going to go ahead and come into a modified side plank now. So staying exactly how you are, just gently allowing your foot here to go ahead and come flat on the ground. Inhaling the arms up overhead. And as we exhale, gently bending on over to the left side of the room, bringing that right arm up into the sky. Inhaling in through the nose, filling the belly with breath. And exhaling, releasing and letting go. On your next inhale, gently rising on up. Taking a really nice inhale and exhale here. And then we're going to go ahead and gently bring our right knee back to meet our left. And then come back down onto the mat into our kneeling position. We're going to come into our peak pose for this evening, which is a kneeling half moon variation. So this one's a little tricky and takes a lot of balance. I'm still working on it. So if you don't get it, don't shoot yourself in the foot at all. You're doing great. So go ahead and we're going to make sure that we have a really strong tabletop pose here. Going ahead and shifting our weight into the left side of our body. We're going to go ahead and bring our right leg out behind us. Now, if this is all that you can do, honoring that and appreciating that. And if you want to go a little bit step further, go ahead and inhale that right arm up into the air, balancing, and exhaling, releasing, keeping that leg nice and strong in the back. Taking another inhale here, and then exhaling, gently releasing. Awesome job. Taking a nice inhale and exhale here. We're going to go ahead and press on back. Coming back into our Tadasana staff pose once again. Gently moving a dog out of the way. And taking a nice inhale and exhale here at our Tadasana. Going ahead and inhaling, bending the left knee. And then inhaling, bringing that left ankle just above the right knee here, creating our figure four. Again, if this is what's accessible to us, then appreciating that. If you'd like to go ahead and come up into cradle pose, taking a really nice inhale and gently bringing that leg up to the chest, wrapping the arms around it, and rocking a little bit if that feels good for you. Continuing to inhale and exhale. And on your next exhale, if you decided to bring the leg up to the chest, gently release it, coming back down into our figure four, taking a nice inhale in through the nose. And exhaling, gently releasing that left leg, taking another inhale and exhale here. On your next inhale, go ahead and gently bring our legs to the side of us, coming up into our tabletop pose here. Again, taking another inhale and exhale here as we settle into this beautiful tabletop. And on our next inhale, gently shifting our weight into our right leg and bringing our left knee up into the air. Exhaling, releasing it back down to the ground. Doing this once again, inhaling, shifting our weight, bring that left knee up into the air, and exhaling, releasing it back down onto the mat. Once more, you're doing great, shifting the weight, inhaling that left knee up into the air, and exhaling, releasing it back down onto the mat. Taking a nice inhale and exhale here. And then inhaling, coming on up into a kneeling position on our mat. I'm going to turn that way you guys can see me again. And we're going to go ahead and inhale and exhale, bringing our left leg out to the side of us here. Coming into our gate pose. Again, making sure that we have a really strong foundation with our right hip over our right knee. And then allowing that left foot to point up here. Gently inhaling the arms up overhead. And as you exhale, bending on over to the left side of the room here, over the left leg, using that left arm to support you. Inhaling and exhaling once more. Then inhaling, coming on up. Taking a nice inhale and exhale here. Gently allowing our foot and our ankle to twist, allowing our foot to come flat on the mat. We're going to come into our side plank variation, inhaling the arms up overhead. And as we exhale, gently bending on over the floor here, placing our right hand down on the mat, left arm up into the sky. Taking another inhale and exhale through the nose. And then inhaling, coming all the way up. Taking another inhale and exhale here. Inhaling, bringing that left knee back to meet the right. And exhaling, coming back down into our tabletop pose here. Again, coming into our kneeling half moon variation here. Gonna go ahead and inhale, shifting our weight into the right side of our body. So our right hand, our right knee, extending that left leg out behind us. And then if we feel like we are capable, inhaling that left hand up into the sky. Exhaling, releasing, keeping that left leg nice and strong. Taking a nice inhale in through the nose. And exhaling, releasing that left knee, coming back into our tabletop. Taking a nice inhale in through the nose, filling the belly with breath. Exhaling, releasing, letting go. Going ahead and inhaling our big toes together, bringing our knees apart. And as we exhale, gently pressing on back, coming into child's pose. Allowing ourselves to catch our breath, recenter. Reminding ourselves that with every inhale, we're breathing in gratitude. And with every exhale, releasing and surrendering so we can make room for something new to grow within our beautiful garden. Continuing to inhale in through the nose, filling that belly with breath. Exhaling, releasing, and surrendering. On your next inhale, go ahead and gently press on up, bringing our knees back under our hips, undoing our toes. We're just going to come into one cat-cow here. Go ahead and inhale, the belly down, shoulder blades together, crown of the head up. Exhaling, curving the spine, releasing the head to gravity. And inhaling, coming back to a neutral spine. Taking another inhale and exhale here. On our next inhale, we're going to go ahead and gently press on back, sweeping our legs out to the side of us, coming into a seated position with our knees bent here. Taking a nice inhale and exhale. And on our next exhale, go ahead and gently release, coming all the way down onto your back, knees still bent. Going ahead and inhaling, bringing the knees into the chest. Exhaling, releasing the knees to the sides of us. And then inhaling, bringing the toes up into the air, wrapping our index finger and middle finger around those toes, coming into happy baby. Allowing ourselves to rock from side to side, giving us a little mini back massage if that feels good. Continuing to inhale in through the nose, filling ourselves with gratitude. And exhaling, surrendering, letting go. On your next exhale, go ahead and gently release the toes. Inhale, knit the knees together. On your next exhale, go ahead and gently release the right leg. Inhaling in through the nose and exhaling, gently releasing the left leg down onto the mat. Preparing ourselves for Shavasana, or corpse pose, our time of rest. Maybe allowing us to tuck the shoulder blades, allowing the shoulders to drop heavy, getting nice and comfortable as we prepare for rest, allowing the eyes to fall heavy. As you rest here in Shavasana, or corpse pose, I'm going to kindly read us through a guided meditation. You're welcome to follow along or drift into your own space, whatever feels good for you, honoring that, appreciating that. Begin by taking a long, deep inhale all the way down into the diaphragm, holding it. And as you exhale, begin to let go of any tension within the body. Taking another deep breath all the way, filling the belly with air, remembering that I am present within this moment, filling myself with gratitude. And as you release, gently letting go of any tension, limiting thoughts within the mind or body. Take another inhale through the belly, filling it up with air and gratitude, holding it for a moment. And as you exhale, reminding yourself that you are safe. Taking another inhale, allowing any remaining pieces of tension within the body or mind to move into your lungs. And as you exhale, releasing it all. Taking a nice inhale, filling ourselves with gratitude. And as you exhale, making sure that you're releasing any tension in the body because you are safe and you are present. What you are letting go of no longer serves you, and you are full of gratitude. Nothing matters from the past or the future. What matters is that you are in this moment right now. And as you inhale, I am full of gratitude. And as you exhale, I surrender. Inhaling once again, I am full of gratitude. And as you exhale, I surrender. Once more, inhaling, I am full of gratitude, breathing that into your heart. And as you exhale, releasing any tension, I surrender. Now knowing that you are present, that you are safe, you're full of gratitude and you surrender, gently focus on your quiet breathing and the sound of my voice. Allow yourself to create a silent and healing space around you. This space is for peace and safety. I'm going to count from 7 to 1, and with each descending number, you'll find yourself becoming more and more relaxed. Relax your body, relax your mind, focusing only on your breathing, this moment, the gratitude within you and your heart, and surrendering. 7. Relax your feet and your ankles, allowing them to become very relaxed. This kind relaxation softly drifts up your calves and your knees, drifting up to your thighs, relaxing all the muscles within your legs, even the bones. 6. Gently relax your hips and your pelvic area, inhaling and exhaling any remaining tension within this part of your body. Inhale, and as you exhale, allowing the relaxation flow up to your abdomen, all the way up to your navel, and relaxing the lower back. Letting the relaxation gently drift into your chest and your lungs, allowing it to fill with gratitude as you become more and more present. 5, inhale and allow the relaxation and gratitude to surround your heart as you relax, falling deeper and deeper into your safety, your gratitude, and your relaxation. Noticing how gentle and quiet your breathing is becoming. Follow your relaxation as it drifts around your back, relaxing each bone and all the muscles and all the nerves within your beautiful back. As the relaxation fills your shoulders, allowing them to drop heavy with relaxation, gently spilling over down to your elbows, relaxing your forearms and your wrists, your palms and your fingers. 4, relax your neck, inhaling and exhaling, filling with more and more safety and gratitude within this moment, allowing your relaxation to drift up the back of your scalp onto your head. Each breath allows you to become more and more relaxed. Following the relaxation as it drifts into your eyes, your nose, and your cheeks. Your mouth becomes relaxed. Your tongue relaxes enough to drop away from the roof of your mouth. Your jaw even drops a little. You are so relaxed and going deeper and deeper into relaxation. 3, gently scanning the body for any remaining pockets of tension as you exhale and surrender, letting go. 2, gently listening to the breath of your body as you hold this present moment. You are full of relaxation. You are full of gratitude. You are safe. 1, allow yourself to continue to bask in the safety of this moment that you have created for yourself. As you continue to breathe, inhaling and exhaling, continuing to relax and fill yourself with more and more gratitude with every inhale, and continuing to release and let go with every exhale. Softly bringing your attention to the rise and the fall of your belly. With every inhale as it rises, and with every exhale as it falls. Gently wiggling our fingers and our toes, our wrists and our feet, ankles, our legs and our arms, our hips and our shoulders, into our chest and our abdomen. Bring some gentle movement. And on your next inhale, gently shifting onto your side, using your hands to support your head. As you take another inhale, filling yourself up with gratitude and appreciation for this moon cycle, as we are arriving in last quarter. And exhaling and surrendering, releasing all that no longer serves us within this past month. On our next inhale, gently using our arms to help us rise on up. Very, very slowly coming all the way up to our gentle seated position. Allowing our eyes to still be heavy here. Taking another inhale in through the belly, filling it with breath. Once again, bringing ourselves back to our journal questions at the beginning of class, remembering what we are oh so grateful for, the amazing things that we've learned about ourselves within the past month and moon cycle, filling ourselves with appreciation and gratitude. And once again, exhaling and releasing everything that no longer serves us. It's okay. The important thing is that we are making room in our garden for something new and beautiful to grow as we release and surrender. Taking another inhale in through the belly, filling it with breath. And as you exhale, softly thanking yourself for showing up today. That can be the hardest part. So just filling yourself with some gratitude, loving on yourself for being here and showing up. Maybe giving yourself a little pat on the back. Go ahead and inhale, bringing your hands to heart center. In prayer position, just allowing ourselves to inhale and exhale one last time, soaking in all the goodness from today's practice, reminding ourselves to take it back out into the real world as we leave today, knowing that we can always come back to our breath, knowing that it's a practice. I want to thank you guys all so much for coming today and joining me. My light honors your light. Namaste.